So it's the first morning, and boy did we sleep. We were up for 36 hours, and we just woke up at 7:30. So we're gonna go down and have breakfast. Good morning.
How are you? Aside from here, we have menu. It has like delicate pancakes and French toast and oatmeal.
Oh, okay. And so you order that when you sit down?
How would you like it on this?
So could I have peppers, onions, and cheese? Thank you.
Thank you.
So every morning you can have made to order omelets. You can actually order this at the table, or you can just go through the buffet line and order it that way. There's also an assortment of Danish, and oatmeal, meats and cheeses, salmon, I think it's salmon, some fish over there. I don't eat that. So after a quick breakfast, we ran down to the reception area to get ready for the walking tour to the Black Forest.
No. That's the other boat right there. Check out in the morning.
So every time you leave the boat, you scan your room card. So this is our cruise director coming up here on the left, Angie. She was great.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Exactly is the Breisach, and have a look on the left-hand side where you see those twin towers, the cathedral over there, that used to be until the end of 19th century the very prosperous hilltop town, and rest of this whole area was flooded by the river Rhine, and it brings back to the name Celts settled there, and in their language we owe this name to them. Their language all over the Germany. You know why it is, right? You're gonna find it out today in Hofgut Sternen.
So all the guides on these tours were great, and this was no exception. She was really good. She had all sorts of history and was very passionate about the area that she lives in.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm telling you,
So the ride from the ship to the Black Forest was about an hour and a half, but the guide did a good job of giving you information and history of the local area. It was very interesting.
when there came another group of people, the lumberjack, they knew the wood from this area will make them very rich. And along the Rhine Valley, all those industry, big towns were coming up. So they cut these stray trees, logs from this area. Oh, I can see the Rhine Valley on the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. I thought the folk maybe won't let us, as we are still on our scenic route from here.
We're at the Black Forest, and we're gonna do a hike. The bus ride over here was, what, about an hour? Hour and a half ride through the mountains. One person got sick on the bus. And I guess the hike is going to be probably an hour, maybe, if that. So we're going to do that. The options are you can either do a cuckoo clock demonstration or just walk around, I think. I think those are the two options. Cuckoo clock demonstration or the hike. And otherwise, I think it was just go on your own.
So as you can see, the path is very flat and the incline is not very steep. They do, however, tell you that it's going to be a hard hike. It really wasn't. So the guided part of the trip was no more than a quarter of a mile. So we chose to continue on.
So I think that's the end of the hike for what Viking does. We might go a little further. So we went quite a bit further than the tour took us. So we're up here and there's a watermill from 1883. Wow. So this is actually where they would steal the water, through here and on top of the wheel.
So this is obviously the Cuckoo shop. Cuckoo clock shop. Say that 3 times fast. We really didn't have time to shop for a Cuckoo clock. I felt like if you're going to spend that kind of money, you really need to take some time. So we didn't buy the Cuckoo clock. So now we get to the good stuff, the Black Forest cake. I've been really waiting to try the Black Forest cake. Now, was it worth the wait? Let's see. I gotta tell you, this is good cake. We also watched a presentation on how to make the Black Forest cake, which I will do when we get home.
All right, so we're done with the Black Forest. I gotta say it was kind of quick. You only get a couple hours. Is that how long we were here? Yeah, so it's really quick. The ride is longer than the amount of time you're at the Black Forest, but it was good. Well, the ride combined here and back is going to be longer than what we were here for. But the ride was awesome through the mountains. I guess the ride back is quicker. They don't go through that way.
Since today, because last week I was here, he was silver. Have a look on the left hand side. Right hand side, all of you might be thinking, don't worry, it's not about pure oil.
All right, we got the baby back ribs. Oh. And Janet was able to get an open-faced sandwich on gluten-free bread. Looks pretty good. So the dessert for me is some sort of an orange cake or something, and Janet was able to get sorbet. Not that excited about it, but that's what was gluten-free. But we found out that the chocolate mousse is also gluten-free. And tonight it sounds like they might surprise us with something gluten-free. So if you're going to have, you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the Aquatar, or whatever it's called. What's it called? The Aquatar Terrace. Very limited seating. There was only seating for 14 people. And there was a few seats inside for lunch. But at dinner, they only do the outside seating and very limited seating. So obviously, if you're going to do it for dinner, get there early. But for lunch, it was perfect, and it's such a perfect day. We're outside. We're up on top now, walking the thing, and she gave me a to-go beer, which is included in your package. All the beer and wine are included. And that's what we got. We're up here enjoying the sunshine. There's nobody up here. So we got lounge chairs up here. This is the walking track. And then there's seating down there. People doing some sort of a photo shoot on the boat next door. So this is why getting a balcony is kind of silly at times. You can see how close these two boats are. So we're right next to another boat, virtually a foot and a half away from that boat. And I'm gonna walk down to the putt-putt and the herb garden. See what's going on there. So some shuffleboard, the herb garden, and then this must be for smoking maybe? Oh no, crew only, I see. Ah, it's a cruise break area. And there's Janet relaxing on the lounge chair. So our first day, well, second day I guess you call it the first day. When you get there, you also can enjoy it as we did if you stay up for 36 hours. And now here we are on one night's sleep, and we'll be heading out at 2 o'clock to Colmar. That's a paid tour, so I think it was $149 each. I think that's what it was. But there is nothing else to do if you don't do the paid tour in the afternoon. I guess you could just hang out on the boat. You could walk into town, okay. So you could do a walk. You might be able to get e-bikes here, I don't know. Not sure. We'll check it out. So I must say, they do make the layout of the ship is rather easy to get around it. Everything starts from the center of the ship and then works its way out.
Make sure to give me your room numbers. Okay, I need to check you off my list. Then you swipe out over here. Make sure you have your listening devices with you and grab a water on the way out. Okay? I'll be waiting up on the pontoon to check your room numbers. So when you walk past me, tell me your room number so I can take you off. Let's go. 111. Thank you, 224. Thank you very much.
107.
107, fantastic. Right over here.
Thanks.
106, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to get to France, we have to cross this river here to the right. It's called the Rhine. Just in case you want to
All the way. Jersey angle.
I know, I used to watch The Sopranos. And you're probably wondering why there's a Statue of Liberty here on the outskirts of the city of Freiburg. Well, I'm sure that most of you are aware of the fact that the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France.
So this guide was very good as well. He was very knowledgeable of the area. He was very funny. So he had some humor as well as some knowledge. This was a great walk through the city.
Depicts a monk and a pig, and it refers to an actual historical event. There was a great sickness here in the Middle Ages, and for a long time they didn't understand why. Eventually they discovered that it was the rye that was infected with the fungus. To get your macaroon.
Watch out, Bill. She's going to do this for you.
This is a pig.
Thank you.
Look at it, there's another one there on the pig.
Hopefully these ones are gluten-free too. Maybe with almond flour.
Macaroon. So just know that if you come on a Sunday, most of the stores are not open. I would say 90% of them are not open. So the tour ended and we took our own little walk. We went to Petite Venice. Petite Venice. That's where we are now. There's a little bridge that you can buy a lock and sign your name and put it on the bridge. They're all the same locks, kind of funny. So we didn't get one. So here's the bridge and all the locks. Every now and then you see someone brought their own lock. All right, so we're at the, what's this called? The Captain's Talk? They do it every night before dinner. And this one's going to include a cocktail. We just got back from the Colmar tour. We took the later of the two, not the World War II one. We took the historical building one. We didn't think it was worth $150 each, but we liked it.
Not the L group, but the others. You'll be walking 25 minutes to get to your bus, to bring you back to the ship. And I have a little advice for you. We are going to be in Strasbourg tomorrow all day long, and we're going to only leave at 7. How often are you going to be in Strasbourg? How often are you going to be in France? So my recommendation for you is the following. I'm organizing shuttle buses for you to bring you from the town back to the ship in the afternoon as well. So I recommend you not to come back on board for lunch, because you're going to have lots of lunches on board anyways, but you'd be wasting time if you come on board for lunch and then if you go back out again with the bus.
Oh, so see, we're going down. Oh, we already went down. Did we already go down?
Yes.
Yeah. We already went
See
down.
where the water line is?
Yeah.
So we already went down that way.
Wow.
You up here the whole time?
Yes.
Ah. We were just eating food down there and realized what was going on.
So what is it? Just two of us? There's another boat there? Is that another boat?
That's our
That's
boat.
just ours. Wow. So just you forget how long these boats are.
What's funny was next door to us was another boat. And because the water, as it comes down here, it gets pumped on the other side. And that other boat magically appears.
Oh, went up. Ah.
Crazy, huh?
Ah.
Here we are.
It's actually not that cold. Eh, it's in November.
Green light. Green light. We get to go.
Mm.
Green light. You have to wait till that one turn green too?
I don't know. Do we?
Seems like you never go when you see it anyway.
Look at how close we are.
You could never do that, Russ.
Oh, they got bumpers. You could do it. You got bumpers. These boats are easy.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
So if you have a chance to see the boat go through the locks, make sure that you do it. We only did it one time because most of the time when you're moving through the locks, it's at night when you're sleeping.
So keep an eye on that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's a much different walk than we saw Caitlin's. Remember we went to
Yeah, yeah. That's a massive structure, huh?
So these boats have a unique captain's bridge. You can see now the bridge is rising up. It's able to retract down into the boat when they pass through the locks. And see the men to the left, they're controlling the boat from there.
$15 and $35. Wow.
We did 4 last night. Yeah, 4 last night. And 3 more for this night, so minus 1, 3 more.
3 more.
What are the times? Now, from now, about 40 minutes. 40 minutes to 1 hour.
Okay, for the next one.
Yes. So it's plus minus between the lot. 40 minutes.
And you control it from here when you're going in.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, waterfall,
Isn't it just amazing?
it is. So we had a great dinner. I didn't take any pictures of it, but we met a great couple from Rhode Island, and I got a wine to go, and we came down here. Oh, we watched the locks, which I think I took some video of. And this is what it's like after dinner. Not many people down here. There's only 5, 10, 15, 25 people.
So to summarize everything, it was a great day. The Black Forest was great. That was the included tour. We did, however, take an extra tour to go to Colmar because there's really no other way to get to Colmar if you don't do an added tour. However, we did not feel it was worth a $300 fee. It was great. The guide was good, and the city, you got to see the city. So it might be the only tour that I would suggest adding. So that brings to end day 2 of our Rhine River cruise.